Welcome into Sportsgate. My name is Derek Clyburn, and I'm once again joined by John Felipe. John, how you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic.
Man, it's NFL draft week. We're only a couple of days away from the NFL draft, man. It's almost here, but all this time we've been studying prospects and looking at highlights and looking at the tape, listening to
That's right.
podcasts and articles and everything in
Yep.
between, GM interviews, player interviews, like all that. It's almost here. We're finally almost at the finish
We're gonna
line.
we're gonna get a lot of information all at once. It's gonna be fun to happen.
Oh yeah,
Fun
it's
to
gonna be a
witness,
great
be a part
time.
of.
Oh man. But over the weekend, man, we had some news, man. Draft news. The Giants, man, they shook up the draft a little bit by trading Dexter Lawrence to the Bengals for the 10th pick.
That's right. For
Uh,
the 10th overall pick, which is not a pick that often gets traded at this junction, before the draft is even started for especially a specific player. Usually it would be for like other picks or something. So it's interesting to see where the Giants are versus where the Bengals are. The Bengals are banking on like this is our window. Let's like let it happen, and the Giants are like, oh, we can trade this 29 almost 30-year-old defensive tackle that doesn't want to be here, and our window is still like a little behind for number 10 overall pick that can become him.
oh
Like,
yeah,
let's do it.
yeah.
So you see the two sides of the perspectives.
Oh yeah, definitely makes sense for both teams. Cincinnati needed an impact player defensively, and then they were probably all the players might have been going by the time they picked that 10. So they said, why not we get a sure thing? Dexter Lawrence, who's probably one of the better defensive tackles in the league, and then
Yeah.
they're a young team trying to build up, their team to try to see if they can compete in their division. So they said, why not? With two top
Yeah.
10 picks, you already got the fifth pick. Why not the 10th pick? So I think it worked out for both teams. Fills the need. So it should be interesting to see how the Giants, move forward with those picks. I mean, maybe they even use that pick to trade back or use it
Hey,
in.
that would be great too. I'm
Yeah,
thinking maybe Caleb Downs at 10. And then with
yeah,
the earlier pick, maybe like a Sunny Styles, like
yeah. I mean, if they did that, that would be, I mean, insane. Their defense is already good as it is. They already got some good young players. Well, Abdul Carter's still
yeah.
there, and Brian Burns, and you know,
And of course Kayvon Thibodeau, who is
Kayvon Thibodeau. Yeah,
a lot of people were like saying, is he gonna be there if they thought they were gonna trade him.
yeah, yeah.
It would be
So
interesting if they took like a David Bailey too, because like maybe they would trade somebody,
if he fell, I mean, I'm sure they would
if
be
he fell,
interested
yeah.
in him.
Or
You know,
Arvell Reese, but I don't know if Arvell Reese is gonna
I
fall.
don't think he's gonna get there. I don't think he's
Nah.
gonna get there. It's gonna be interesting because some people. I mean, we've heard rumors about other teams thinking about moving up. Like the Chiefs may move up. We heard rumors about the Cowboys maybe moving up. So it's gonna be. This might be some movement, especially the number three pick. 'Cause the Arizona Cardinals are like they probably like the pick. Everybody's like trying to gauge and say, man, we could probably get something for that one because. I mean, they have so many needs, the Cardinals. So it's like, especially if like
It's like the
offer.
Dolphins, dude. Like just like every position.
Oh yeah, the Dolphins definitely need everything at this point. They started from scratch basically. But yeah, man, it should be interesting. I'm excited. Shoot, maybe they go offense and defense. Get Cardinal Tatum, like a defensive player at 10.
Maybe.
Vice versa. But it's gonna be interesting. Definitely shakes it up a little bit. You know, we did our mock last week, and then so that was fun to do, and you
Yeah.
know, I'm sure we probably would have changed a little bit, like what we're thinking as far as
With
like
the
moving.
10, like yeah,
Yeah,
with 10 changing from like the Bengals to Giants, yeah.
absolutely. And then, like even then, I think I took Jamal McCoy at 10 for the Bengals. And now,
You
like
heard
here,
about the knee scope thing?
yeah, that's what I said. To hear about the news today about the knee scope, it just looks like he ain't gonna be a first round draft pick, like just because of
Will Johnson out of
injury.
Michigan was he fell to the third round. Like,
Yeah,
so I mean, and that's somebody that was a stud viewed as a first round draft pick, but it was just like injury
the
news after
injuries, man.
news.
Yeah,
So I mean, who if when you start getting that like why teams are thinking, it's maybe a blunt way to say it, but like, why buy a broken product?
Mhm.
Like when you can take a chance at something that's not broken.
Oh
It
yeah,
sucks because he's got the skill, but if his body's not able to do it, then you can't utilize him. You know, it sucks. It
absolutely.
really sucks. You know.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's just gonna be a draft is gonna be so fun to like see how it all
Yeah,
pans out. Just to
draft's
think
gonna be a
about
good
it.
time
Yeah.
to see
But
what happens.
oh yeah, for sure. I mean, we've been talking about these prospects for so long now. You just want to see where everybody goes at this point.
Yeah,
But the Panthers picking at 19. We heard like different interviews and what where they may be leaning, who they like, and whoever. But who are some of the prospects you're fine with them taking? Like you're satisfied with they're taking, and you'd be like, man, I love that pick. I
man,
mean,
I've come around a lot with Omar Cooper Jr. Um,
okay,
Omar Cooper Jr. and Kenyon Sadiq. Like those are guys that like I was maybe
yeah,
like I would go up and down with for different reasons. Omar Cooper Jr. is kind of a baby DJ Moore. Um, Not necessarily a a route runner. Um, doesn't necessarily he's not what you think of as a wide receiver, but he just has such a fluid movement that
hmm
things like just work out.
he gets
And
open, he
that
separates.
yards after the catch is
Oh man,
impeccable. Like they let people bounce off of them. Like they're not the biggest dudes. DJ Moore is maybe 15, 20 pounds bigger than Omar Cooper Jr., but still, Omar Cooper Jr. He has a low center of gravity. Like he kind of moves like Jonathan Stewart, where like he'll like be like a bowling ball and like absorb the hit and then continue going on. And he has great hand-eye coordination.
oh yeah,
Similar to like somebody like Jalen Coker, I would say.
yeah.
Like I would I wouldn't be mad with him joining, but my guy Casey Concepcion just adds a flavor that we're lacking. That's the biggest thing. It's just we don't have anyone that is able to be explosive and change of direction and just like he's like the perfect comparison I saw. Percy Harvin. Like
Yeah,
is
I like that.
he's perfect for our team. Is he perfect for every team? No. So that's why I think he could fall to 19, but he's perfect for our team because we
Yeah,
have Jalen Coker and we have T Mac. And so we're able to insert somebody like that in the slot or even can work on the outside or even can work at Wildcat because he did that
yeah,
at NC State. Like, I mean, it would be incredible to see what we can do with him in our offense because we're severely lacking someone like him.
yeah. I mean, Casey, he's a guy. You give him the ball, man. Like I said, home run hitter. I
Yeah.
mean, he can get it from anywhere and just take off. His speed is just like he gets the ball, just takes off. And I really want to see what he's like with like a really good quarterback because it felt like last year, he played with like quarterback
Poor,
was like
poor
it,
quarterback
it,
play.
it was
Both,
just
both,
bad.
both of his college situations too.
Oh yeah, it's bad because it felt like he was open a lot of times. He just wasn't getting the ball. Like when you watch like certain games, and it's like, man, he's like he's open, and it's like they
That's what makes
sailing
me
it over his
upset.
head, and all types of stuff like that.
I'm
Yeah,
just like, oh man, I hope other teams don't realize that, like that there's so much left on the bone with him. Like he could be a stud.
man,
I
I know
hope they
team.
don't realize and he could go to the Panthers and
Yeah, I know teams like the Rams, boy. I mean, they could do
don't even play. That's my number one fear. If they do not pick him at 13, I'll be like sigh of
yes,
relief. Okay,
yeah,
maybe he'll make it to
he
us.
should be good at that point. Yeah.
Yep.
I don't think anybody between that time. Listen. I don't know. Nobody else. Maybe the Vikings, maybe, but I just can't see anybody else. Other than that.
But I'm thinking maybe Kenyon makes it there. I hope, and or they can take Malachi Lemon. That's a lot. Or Jordan Tyson might still be there, and they like Jordan Tyson, and they can deal with his medicals. Like,
Yeah, they might have that luxury, you know. I mean, because they already have good receivers on their team,
yeah,
you know. So yeah, I'd be interested. But KC to the Panthers would be an awesome pick, of course. And like I said,
bro, I
the
want it
offense.
to happen already because I'm like nervous because I want it so bad because I know how perfect it would be, like for our
Mhm.
offense and what we need. You know?
Who was I? I was listening to somebody. Somebody today was saying that they was. They said the Panthers are leaning toward. Well, it wasn't definitive or anything, but they were saying that the Panthers should take like with this like deciding between offensive lineman and receiver. That's what they were saying. They were hearing
Oh
like
yeah.
at the night. Yeah. So I
I
was
mean,
like,
there might be some good alignment too.
yeah,
Max Giannicore, Blake Miller, maybe Monroe Freeling if he's still there. Like
yeah,
Spencer
yeah,
Fanow is probably going to be gone, but
yeah, yeah. I obviously want the receiver pick because I mean, I like receivers, man. I like seeing the offense be explosive and having multiple weapons for your quarterback. I
oh
mean,
yeah,
and
definitely.
the Panthers already signed Rasheed Walker, so you know it's not like a major need, but I mean, you can always address it if you need be, you know.
Yeah, it would be more of a boring pick. It would be if there was undeniable like conviction that we believed in one of these O linemen that we're gonna be like a pillar for like the long term. That we had to take him now with the first round pick because we wouldn't get, like Vega Ione if he was there at guard even
Oh
like
yeah,
that would be compelling. At least you would think about it, like you'd be like,
hmm
oh, then that's the kind of player that like is a pillar stone. Like,
yeah, definitely. I mean, it's so many options at this point. I mean, like I said, the Panthers did a good job of addressing a lot of their needs in the free agency, so they could just pick, I guess, best player available, whichever one they feel like picking at that point. Another good thing is the receiver group is like this is a deep class for receivers. So even if you don't draft one in the first round, you can probably get a
oh,
good one in the second or third round.
period. That's what like okay. So I really want KC Concepcion, obviously. But if we're not able to get him in the first round, I'm there's no like rush. Like in the second round, we can try to get a Jacob Rodriguez or an Anthony Hill Jr. or a Jake Galladay from
You know,
Cincinnati. Like I feel like there's a variety of different picks that we can get, and then swoop back around at wide receiver too. I just love Casey Concepcion, but if we don't
oh
get him,
yeah,
I'm not going to be sweating. I think we're going to
right,
be able to have a good draft.
yeah, right, exactly. And you trust the front office because they're good at making
Yep.
picks. So I mean, you trust their process, and that's what they came to after going through the whole process and like seeing which prospect weighs more which way they should go. You're probably like, yeah. I mean, you probably can get to that point where you say, man, okay, I can see what the vision, I can see what they're thinking right here, making that pick.
Yeah, and that's what I like about Dan Morgan watching his interviews. Like, you could tell he's very straightforward. Like, he's just like he illustrates his thoughts in a manner that's you could tell he's actually just giving a kind of stream of consciousness. And that's what I like because I'm able to watch him and I'm like, oh, okay, so I can kind of see where he's going with this first round pick. And it's like, oh, maybe we could trade up or maybe we could trade back. It's more about the board. Like he's just very objective. Like, and I love to see it. Like it shows me that we're in good hands in the front office.
Absolutely, absolutely. Um, as far as I mean, the Colts they pick at 47, so it's a lot longer way from where we won't see what they do until Friday.
You
So
saw Sauce Gardner said he's their first round pick.
I want to see his production be that way. He got to
Yep.
play like it. So if he go out there and ball out, become an All Pro, I'll be satisfied with
Yeah,
giving up that pick. And next year's too, which is crazy to think about
I
as
know. He
well.
said that too.
Yeah,
He said that in the interview.
it's funny. It's like when you talking to people, it's like I mean, because they know everybody knows like the draft is going on. They're like, Like, who's your team, man? He's like, yeah, the Colts. I'm like, oh, what pick do they have? I'm like, oh yeah, we traded for Sauce Gardner. Oh yeah, that
We
is
don't.
right.
We don't.
We don't have the pick. We don't have to pick. Oh, hope maybe.
Oh
Well,
my
maybe.
gosh. Jenna in the background said Panthers a couple years ago. Yes. Imagine having the number 1 overall pick and watching it go to another team, bro. Oh, painful. Painful.
Yeah, crazy, crazy.
And it being
But
Caleb Williams. Oh my goodness.
yeah, yeah, insane for sure. But hopefully it works out for the Colts. I mean, like I said, I mean at the time it made kind of sense just because the way the season was going at the time. You know, they had one of the better records in the league. And, you know, they were feeling like this may be the the window that we need to get to the Super Bowl. I mean, everybody should probably. I mean, the Patriots made the Super Bowl, so it's not. I think it wasn't that far off, because
Yeah.
I mean, the Patriots came out of nowhere, made the Super Bowl. Nobody expected them to even make the
Yeah.
playoffs.
I mean,
So
people are so confident sometimes. I never understand people's confidence, but like it was clear to me anything can happen. And
yeah,
so for the Patriots to go to the Super Bowl, like I mean, it's not surprising. Everything, like, crazy things happen every year.
exactly. I mean, you could be the worst team, go for the worst team to make the playoffs. Making the Super Bowl, whichever it would be. I mean, it's on a couple of moves, couple tweaks here and there to the roster and coaching staff.
And the NFL is a razor thin game.
Absolutely. But yeah, man, like I said, at 47, I'm looking at guys like we talked about it before. We talked about Jacob Rodriguez. We talked about Anthony Hill Jr. We talked about
those linebackers,
linebackers for sure. Our Mason Thomas, if he can stay there. Jake Galday. These are all guys that
Thomas might be a good DPR, designated pass rusher kind of guy. Just on third downs and NASCAR packages.
Oh yeah, for sure. If he's down there, like
kind of maybe like Princely Umami Ellen, who might even evolve to something else.
Yeah, maybe so. But I really, if I'm saying like the top of my list, I would probably say, of course, Jacob Rodriguez first, and then Anthony Hill Jr. after that, and then probably Jake Galday.
I mean, to me, it's not even close.
Yeah,
Jacob Rodriguez is behind Casey Concepcion is like my guy.
Yeah, because we just need our linebacker. I mean, we need linebackers. I mean, we need guys that can come in and, I mean, linebackers thrive in our system anyway, but we need guys who can cover in addition to stopping and run and help, being in run support, So, I mean, I wouldn't mind if we decide to trade back, say I'll get like two seconds or something like that, maybe to get double up on linebacker or get like a second, or get an edge and a linebacker. I'll be down with that too. And then in the third round, we get a receiver. I mean, those are the top positions.
I mean, it's I would say edge, linebacker, then receiver. Maybe you could flip linebacker and edge depending on how the draft plays out. But that would be a good order to do it because there's good depth at receiver in this draft.
Oh yeah, there's so many guys that at the receiver. I mean, I talked about Jerry Bernard in the past. I like him, his game. Someone that can get the ball and just yards at the catch. Someone he just fluid with his movement, his route running, and getting open. He just giving the ball. He makes plays out of the catch, and he's running the way he runs is he has great vision, and he's able to make dudes miss in the open field, and his ability to separate.
Man, and that's what I like about Jonathan Brooks. People are sleeping on my boy. I think he's gonna be a stud.
Yeah, I think also later rounds, I'm thinking Kyle Lewis might be good if we. I mean,
oh my gosh, I've gotten on to Kyle Lewis lately, bro. They call him linebacker, but it's more like football player. He does a variety of different things. You can put him at nickel. You can put him at safety.
Mm-hmm.
Just put him all over.
Move him around. Yeah.
That dude is going to be a stud for people that know how to use him. Kind of like how Frankie Louvu wasn't, great before he was used properly,
Yeah. I mean, his natural instinct to cover is top notch. It's better
than some cornerbacks, dude.
Exactly. He's his natural instincts, bro.
That's why I'm so excited about Jalen Phillips too for the Panthers. He's
his recognition. I mean, it's crazy. It's changed his speech and direction. I mean, it's crazy what he does out there on the
Yeah.
field, and I like it. I like him a lot. Um,
Oh
just
yeah, he's
one.
gonna be good. He's
Oh
gonna be
yeah,
great.
for sure.
For
Oh yeah,
somebody that knows how to use
knows
him.
how to use him for sure. I mean, we got great defensive minds. I mean, you get him with all different types of teams. I mean, you get him in there and you can use them in different ways. Use them as a test.
Bro, it's gonna be like you can't even give a name for it. I guess like the guys like Matt Milano or like
Hmm.
guys that are like linebackers that go to different teams that like were bad at first and like become all pros because the team knows how to use them.
Yeah,
Not Milano because Milano is the Bills guy, but the guy that went from the Saints to the Eagles, I believe, linebacker. But the concept remains, despite whatever his name is. You know,
yeah, definitely. So it's like, I mean, he has a lot of different attributes and traits that we like. I mean, like I said, the best coverage linebacker, obviously, in this draft. I mean, if you don't know about him, I mean, get to know him because he's someone that can do different things in coverage that is like natural to him. But there's a couple more receivers that like Design Stribling. I like him. From Ole Miss. I mean, he's a guy that had great speed. He's tough. I mean, big body receiver. Yards at the catch. He was one of the top of the nation after like Zachariah Branch and Skylar Bell. He's good, really good at the catch. I mean,
Zachariah
his
Branch is
depth of
another
target
one.
was
Yeah.
yeah, his depth of target was 9.3 yards. I mean, so he blocks extremely well, and he has sure hands too. I mean, so I like him, good size, and someone I think that would complement someone that come in and complement our guys that we already have in our offense. Like we already got Alec Pierce and Josh Downs. Like he'll come right in and be able to fit in, like and help our offense because he doesn't have to be like the focal point. He can just come in and we can use him in different ways, get him the ball. And he's able to
So
use
I
his
have a
speed.
question for you about the
Yeah.
Colts and their draft prospects. If there could be one elite talent that they take at 47, right? 47.
Hmm.
If there could be one elite talent and it could be any position that would most help your team if you could take it at 47, what would it be?
At 47.
If you had any choice that would turn out to be elite, you
Oh
know,
yeah. Oh, edge rusher
edge
for
rusher.
sure.
Okay.
Yeah, just because we seen like having an elite edge rusher, what it can do to teams, how it can I mean change the game.
And so, do you not believe in the guys you have, like Latu and whatnot? Wasn't he a first round
I
pick?
just Latu was a first round pick, yeah. Last year,
Like 15 or something.
yeah, he's 15, yeah, pick 15, yeah. I'm just not. I mean, he has the traits and everything you need. It's just him putting together on the field. We just haven't seen it yet. But man, even still, if we had two elite edge rushers, I mean, he's not even elite, but he's a someone on the other side that can just like kind of like take that attention away from him, and he's able to do different things. So they're like, oh man, we got elite edge on the other side, so we got to focus on him, and he's able
That's how I
to
feel about
free up Latu
Scorton.
and do different things.
Now,
Yeah,
Nick Scorton. Now that we have Jalen Phillips, I think Nick Scorton is going to be able to open up our second round pick from last year, which is going to be
yeah, yeah.
awesome.
Man, you got to have dudes that can disrupt the quarterback and wreck games. We've seen it last couple of years. Defense has been the key to the last two champions.
Wins
We see,
championships.
I mean, we seen what the Eagles and Seahawks did to those. I mean, Eagles did to the Chiefs offense, and what the Seahawks did to the Patriots offense this year. Both explosive offense, they shut them down. I mean, it's mostly be due to the defensive line just coming in and wrecking games, like the quarterback not being able to make any type of throws because he has so much pressure in his face. He's not able to make any type of plays, and offenses are just non-existent. So, I
Yeah.
mean, so I think that'll help the Colts the most if they can get like someone that's elite at that position. Even though we do need linebacker, but I do feel like you can find guys here later in rounds and gyms and undrafted guys that can come in
It's
and play.
easier to
Yeah,
find just a standard like plug-in player at linebacker than it is for edge rusher.
absolutely, absolutely, and I'm about to say the two position needs that we need the most is the linebacker and edge rusher.
You know what? The Panthers got Devin Lloyd and Jalen Phillips. We
I'm gonna
got
say y'all knocked it out of the park in that area.
yeah.
I mean, like I said, I don't know what the Colts were doing. They were asleep at the wheel, I guess, doing free agency. I don't know what they were doing, but hopefully we can make up for it during this draft. I mean, like I said, some good players in this draft. Another player that I like, a receiver, Antonio Williams, the Clemson receiver. I
That
really
yeah,
like him.
yeah. I've heard a
Like
lot
as a
about it.
later round. Yeah, it's like a later round pick. If we get somebody like that, I mean, great route runner. I mean, his release off the line of scrimmage is great. I mean, he can get deep, intermediate, and underneath. So he gets in and out of his breaks well. I mean, he runs a 4-4-1, 4-4. So I mean, he's a tough catch maker. I mean, separates well.
You know who people compared him to is Panthers legend Adam Thielen.
Hey, I heard somebody like also comparing to like Lad McConkey or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, so it was like someone that can get open and
I loved Lad coming out too.
yeah, yeah. The thing with him is just him being more consistent. The production just had to be more consistent with it. But in our offense, we already got players that we relying on. I mean, already got Tyler Warren, who's elite. I mean, we got um, Josh Downs and Alec Pierce. So all you gotta do is come in and compliment what they do, and he can help out in that area. I definitely think he
Oh
could
yeah,
come in and help, sure. But man, some great prospects for sure in the later rounds. Last week we talked. I mean, of course, we did the mock draft. We did 1 through 32 to round one. So I think we pretty much already like covered those guys a lot. But I think today we probably need to get more into like some of the day 2 and 3 prospects, guys that we think that might stand out in later rounds that could be out for the different teams and be productive. Who we think might be good in league next year. Who's some prospects that you like, in the later rounds? I mean, let's
I
keep
guess I'll start off with Georgia tight end Oscar Delp. I feel like
mm,
he's somebody that I like a lot. I feel
mm,
like he is a tight end prospect that has the size, that has the athleticism, doesn't have the production that you would look for. And
mm,
so it's kind of weighing whether see the lack of production as a product of his lack of ability or just like the system that he was in. Because he was behind guys like Brock Bowers,
yeah,
like they're in Georgia. Um,
mm,
Another guy that I like is Jake Galladay, the
mm,
linebacker out of Cincinnati.
Cincinnati,
I would like to have him. He's somebody that we were talking about the lack of coverage ability at a linebackers. He's somebody that has that athleticism, has that coverage ability. Like it's difficult to find linebackers like that. Similar to Jacob Rodriguez, but we're viewing him more like a first round pick at this point because we talk about him so often. Those are just a couple of mine. Do you have any in mind for
yeah,
yourself?
yeah. Going what off you said about Jake Gold, I mean, people were talking about how they did Cincinnati didn't use him properly. Like he was more in coverage a lot than he needed to be. Like instead of having more as a traditional linebacker, using him more in that role, he was more in coverage because I mean they needed him to be that because they didn't have the personnel for
Yeah,
that.
clearly. Yeah, clearly.
So, I mean, even seeing that he can do that, I mean, in addition to what he already his skill set as a linebacker, being able to support the run and being able to be someone that can impact the run game, be used as a blitzer, and also cover as well. I mean, he's just different things he can do that can help team out. It really needs a linebacker these days. A guy that I really liked, a tight end. You mentioned a tight end, Oscar Del Max Clare, a tight end, from Ohio State. He's
Bro,
one of
I
those
love him too. Yeah.
dude is fluid. I mean, when you look at him, he's a fluid guy, fluid route runner, reliable, good hands. His he's someone that I mean, run out his catch. Catch radius is good. Runs good routes, gets separation. He's really good after the catch, man. For a tight end, someone that can, you know, has like moves. I mean, he's able to make dudes miss in open field and get extra yards. So I was really impressed with that and seeing him catch the ball and be able to get yards at the catch. I think he's probably the best tight end at doing that. I mean, Sadiq's like an athletic freak, but he's
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
He's more
Sadiq's
like
more straight line speed a little
straight
bit.
line
Yeah.
speed. But Max Claire's a guy that you can give to him all over the field and he can produce and give you like good yardage
That's
and
kind of
plays.
honestly after Jonathan Mingo and Xavier Leggett. That's why I'm kind of a little afraid of Kenyon Sadiq. you know, just saying, like with like, I mean, maybe he has more fluidity, but he's so rigid still in the way he's like, which reminds me so much of Xavier Leggett and Jonathan Mingo, and I have like
Oh yeah.
PTSD about that.
Oh yeah. Definitely for sure. Another guy, Ted Hurst, we talked about him a little bit. I mean, earlier we was talking before the pod, but he's a guy that he's a really good receiver, can do so many different things
Oh yeah.
well. Big play speed. I mean, make big plays.
I
Um,
mean, if it wasn't for the small school, he'd be like all over the radar. You know.
Absolutely. I mean, really good at intermediate and deep routes. I mean, he's someone that can his build and his ability to make contested catches is impressive as well. I mean, has great body control. Like I said, he's so fluid with his route running to be able to get open in and out of breaks, be able to catch the ball, and
Yeah.
catch point is not definitely great. But he's definitely a player that is under the radar just because he went to Georgia State. And if he had went to like a bigger school, he'd definitely be higher up on the boards and
Yeah.
just because he would have been able to display his ability, show off
It shows his
his ability.
loyalty with the NIL age where you could just transfer anywhere.
Absolutely.
Like I'm sure his athleticism would have been like appreciated.
Yeah, for sure. But definitely, man, he just pops on the page where you see him. His ability to run good routes and get open and separate. So I definitely think he's a good player and definitely can help a team that needs a wide receiver. I mean, 6'3", they just said he was 195. So, not he probably should put on a little bit more weight, but right now a guy that, can help your offense and we need that type of player for sure.
That's how I feel
Uh,
about Kenyon Sadiq too. He would be good putting on like 10 pounds, but he can't. Like he's carved out of stone. Like
Dude
he's
is built. Right? I mean, he's built. I
there's
mean,
but like he can't get weight. Like like a Tyler Warren, like he can gain weight. Like bro is like just like stone. He can't
oh yeah,
like get thicker.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure, for sure. Um, it's so like receivers. I gotta say, a receiver position group is just stacked. Like, when we get to, like the later groups, um, a lot of different guys like Malachi Fields, like another big body receiver who can like. I mean, just a deep dude that can go deep and like make contested catches over guys. He averaged over 17 yards a reception last year. Dude is just huge. When he's out there, you just see he's a big target. You can use him. I think he'd be a great red zone threat for
I
sure
think
too.
an intriguing, and you say red zone threat, and especially a big body. I think an intriguing prospect for a lot of teams is going to be Bryce Lance,
Ooh, I like him too.
long, tall receiver from North Dakota State. And
Oh
he
yeah,
has
I
a
like him
lot of
too.
speed, 6'4", I think. Somebody that's
Oh yeah,
6'4" that has that kind of speed. A lot of teams are going to be just like, hey, maybe we take a flyer on him.
oh yeah. Dude is cool. I mean, he averaged. I think they said he averaged over 21 yards per catch last year too. So he's a deep threat. I
Well,
mean,
very limited route tree, to be fair.
yeah, yeah, but
But
he's definitely a
still,
deep threat. Yeah.
but still, like I mean, they can use that route tree and exploit it themselves too in the NFL.
Oh yeah. I mean, if you got guys already do like guys who already like route running like technicians, you can just have them go out there on the outside and be able to do his
Right.
thing on the outside.
Yeah.
I mean, you can definitely do. good things on the offense. Kind of like, I mean, think about, because when we had Alex Pierce, all he could do was go deep. He can do nothing else. Like his first couple of years when we had him, like he was just going deep, and that was
And
it.
he's grown into a much better receiver.
Oh yeah, he gets intermediate. I mean, he's a good underneath route runner now. So I mean, he's definitely grown in that area. And you know, coach at the NFL level is good, man. If you have the right type of coaches, they can teach you how to, you know, if you got talent and you're willing to put in the work, you can definitely improve your route run and improve at different areas that you need. Improve your weaknesses, basically, for sure.
Yeah,
Um,
prove your
which is
weaknesses.
kind of surprising why Isaiah Leggett hasn't, gotten better. But
It's interesting. Okay, this is my hypothesis, and it's just me watching the tape. You know, he is just so stiff and mechanical sometimes.
mhm,
He has the strength, he has the speed, he has the ability, but the way he does things, the way he kind of moves is like, okay, run 7 yards, then turn, rather than thinking of the overarching theme of like, I'm trying to find space and get open, you know?
spatial awareness.
Exactly. And then it's difficult to teach that, you know?
Yeah.
So that's where it's awesome. We're like, are you laughing at that?
No, I'm laughing at something else.
Okay.
Also, the order is about to be here soon. So you gotta get
Okay, I will. But that's why I love people like Jalen Coker because he is the complete opposite. He has he doesn't have the physical gifts as much,
hmm
but like he just has such awareness and fluidity and just knows how to move in the right way to get he just he's so good at playing wide receiver. That's why he's my favorite player.
For sure, for sure. Yeah, but definitely. I mean, we've been talking about different. I think we talked about a couple of weeks about the guys that are like emerging as like more reliable receivers, like the guys that this like can get open, like like slot guys, because they're able to get open so quick, and the way that teams use them is like mismatches, like because you don't have like your traditional like corners like defending them, like those guys are like getting open,
Right.
and so guys like JSN and um
Yeah.
Puka are like getting open like a
10
lot.
years ago, they would not be top paid guys. And now,
Yeah,
look how much the NFL has changed.
exactly. So it's different guys like that. Another guy that this dude right here is a freak. I don't like. We don't know if he's going to be as good. He's inconsistent. He just hasn't like produced. But this dude Jeff Caldwell. I don't know if you heard of this guy from
No, I have.
He's from is he from Cincinnati?
What
Where's he?
position?
Oh yeah,
Receiver?
He's a receiver from Cincinnati. 6'5", 216 pounds, ran a 4.30.
Ooh. All right. So what's wrong with him? Why isn't he a top prospect?
Dude is just, I mean, he isn't consistent. Like catching the ball. Like catching through contact, he struggles with catching through contact. I mean, he's good at catching point, but he drops the ball too much, for people. So he's inconsistent with his drops. But he has all the physical traits you would want in a receiver, but he just doesn't like catch the ball as well as you would want him to. But when
Yeah.
he does, I mean, he makes spectacular catches. You can see it in his film. He makes spectacular catches from time to time, but it's not consistent enough for him to be like one of those top prospects. But if he
Yeah.
could improve on that, I mean, because like I said, he averaged like over 18 yards per catch in his career in college. So I mean, if you're running 4.3 at 6'5", you could be a. I mean, imagine if you
I
just.
mean, that's one of those dart throws like I was talking about earlier. Like, why not take the dart throw at the long, fast, tall guy?
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, definitely, if you in the later rounds, definitely you. I mean, take a dart throw at him. I mean, 6'5", 4'3". I mean, you don't see that too much, too often. So
Yeah.
I mean, he can definitely see if you can find somebody that can help him get over those drops and be more consistent with his catching through contact. I mean, that could definitely help him.
A lot of people are like that when they're long though, and they are fast and athletic. It's kind of like Robbie Anderson syndrome, where you do all the things right, but you have no physicality to your game at all, and
Yeah,
like you're like a toothpick, so you can get broken easily, kind of.
definitely. Um, we talked like in the first round, it's a lot of edge rushers, and even at the top of the second round, guys like Zion and Cassius Howell, guys like that, Mason
Malachi
Thomas,
Lawrence.
Malachi Lawrence. But in the second round, I think interior defensive lineman is going to become more. I mean, teams are going to be start taking those guys like Caden McDonald,
Kid
Christian
found
Miller, yeah, guys like that. I think those are some good guys that can help. Lee Hunter,
she thought
um, what you say?
no. Jenna laughed in the background, and I was like, she thought it was funny.
I don't even know if I heard what you said. That's why
Oh,
I
I
looked
just
at.
said Kid McFowney. It's
Oh
a
yeah. From Stock
traffic.
Exchange. Yeah,
Yeah,
Stock Exchange.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Man, I didn't hear it. That's why I didn't react. I know exactly what you're talking about, though. Yeah, get down this for sure. That's funny. But yeah, the guys like that. But all these guys are like run stoppers. Like none of these guys are like elite pass rushers. That's why they're not going like in the first round or
Yeah.
even in. So they're
I
more
mean,
like run
yeah,
stoppers.
yeah. I'm shocked that the dude from Auburn, Calvin Falk, is
Kills your fault.
Kevin
Mm.
Falk. I thought it was Kevin. I don't know why I said Calvin.
I
I
think it's
was like,
Keldrick.
which one?
Might actually be Keldrick, but you know.
Oh, see, I was closer the first time. Okay, cool. Falk is
Yeah.
a big, long, strong edge rusher. Kind of reminds me of Michael Williams from last year. Like,
I think I've heard that comparison. Yeah.
yeah, that the 49ers took, because he's more of a run stopper and has
Hmm.
the length and youth. Like, he's only like 20 or 21,
Right.
and he has the youth that he hasn't been playing, and the upside is higher, and he has the length and strength to possibly, become a pass rusher. But as of now, he is not a pass rusher at all.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
But I mean, these guys have shown. I guess it's a couple. Lee Hunter specifically shown like he has a nice bull rush. Get to the quarterback is not consistent yet,
Yeah.
but he
I've
definitely
heard I've
shown
heard
like.
him as well.
But he definitely has power to like use that he can use more consistently. Get that can help collapse the pocket more often. And he definitely use. Um, but guys like that, I think teams in the second round would definitely be looking at those guys if they need like a defensive lineman that can stuff the run, stop the run. In addition to guys like they got in the first round as far as edge rushers, or even teams that have edge rushers already and need like interior linemen. The Chargers, I think they need like guys in the interior. I mean, for sure. The player I was looking at, someone that I guess everybody has said is like a physical specimen, but his production as a matchup is Caleb Banks.
Oh
From
yeah,
Florida.
yeah.
Um,
And
and
he just broke his foot a second time too.
yeah, I mean, it's just crazy his story. All the things going on with him, his
And
ability,
it
but
sucks because he's so big and
yeah,
sturdy and strong that like his foot is like the point of weakness. It's like
yeah,
Achilles heel. So for it to happen twice, it's like that's not good, because like you need your foot, and also like you're so big and strong and powerful, and if your foot is weak, like it doesn't like forbade good things of tales to come.
right,
you know
yeah, definitely. Like going forward, it might only get worse, or you might have
Yeah,
it again. It might
I'd
be
say.
more, yeah, frequent. Like it would happen more often.
Yeah, yeah.
But even like seeing how deep this like I said, with the receiver class, we talked about it before. I'm looking at like even Elijah Surratt, like guys even going down to like
I
him
like
and
him too.
um
He's gonna be a good solid, like Jeremy Bernard, and like good solid receiver for somebody.
yeah, it's a lot of solid receivers in here. Like I think that could definitely help some teams that need more solid receivers. I mean, think about the Patriots and the Chiefs and the
Man, it makes me
Ravens and the
so happy that
Bills.
we got our solid receiver for free. We got him as an undrafted free agent, and he's better than all of these guys. Jalen Coker.
For sure, for sure. I think another position that people have talked about that's like more like top heavy, like the gap between is so like you know humongous, like Jeremiah Love and like the next running back.
Running back. It's
Yeah,
his
like
own teammate, isn't it? Pierce?
Jadarian Bryce is like
Right.
usually the second. Yeah, Bryce is usually like the usually the second running back across the board, and like most mocks I've seen, at least. He's a pretty good player too, I think. But he was sharing the backfield with
More
Jeremiah
like
Love,
a
so we don't really
kind of
Bruiser.
player.
Yeah, like he's really good in between the tackles, has good straight line speed. I mean,
Right.
he's very patient, and then when he sees the hole, you can see his acceleration, his burst through the hole. So he's someone, and he's pretty like thick too. So he's like someone has a good size for sure.
Right.
I think guys like them, like Mike Washington, someone that's like he ran like a 4.3. He could be someone that could help somebody. I think from where did he go? I'm trying to get the school he went to, but he ran a 4.3 at the combine, and
I just
someone.
realized I have not been following these running backs at all because there's been no chatter outside of obviously Jeremiah Love.
Well, now,
And of
well,
course, it's like I knew about Price. It was,
yeah,
I knew
yeah,
about, I
yeah.
knew of him, but like that was kind of where it stopped.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think the reason I think I like linebackers, like linebackers and receivers. I think I like watching like their tape so much. That's why I'll be like gravitating to
Yeah,
that type of things, and
yeah.
just the edge rusher, of course, and quarterback. But so like
I,
guys like
it's
that,
not as much.
but yeah, running back. I mean, it's even though like in most drafts you can find like running backs and in later rounds that can be like rotational backs, guys that can
Yeah,
complement the backs you already have. I mean, you got teams like the Seahawks and probably like the Texans that need running backs more than anybody really because they don't really have a starter running back. But like I said, Mike Washington is a good guy. I think he's like 6'2", 220, but ran a 4.3 in the combine. So I mean, when you're that big, maybe to run, I mean, you can always be productive if you're in the right offense. I think. Um, Another guy, Damon Claiborne from Wake Forest, I think is another good guy, running back. Um, I guess kind of like a change of pace back, like a receiving back. You can give it to him, in
yeah.
space. You make plays, especially like in the screen game. He's really good when he gets it out in open space, but
Hey,
in the
every
screen
team can
game,
use a player like that in this day and age.
absolutely. And those are guys that you can use and helps your offense keep your offense, get behind the sticks when you need it, and it could be
Then
extension of the
there's
run game basically.
even the threat of it, like the threat of the running back might like chill here and block, but he might just like cut and turn, and that's a
Yeah.
quick jump off. You know,
Oh yeah.
I mean,
For
then you get
sure.
somebody like Christian McCaffrey, which is the final boss version of that.
I mean, just a different type of player at that point. Just a different
Yeah,
level. But yeah, man.
yeah, it's a
What-
receiver and running back in one.
Absolutely. What other positions do you think is like do teams like can find like in the later rounds that can be productive?
I find a lot of the late round guards can be
Hmm.
productive because guard is such a difficult position to know other than the top ones. Once you get
Right.
past like that elite talent like Quentin Nelson and those guys or Vega Ione, um,
Hmm.
I've been working on pronouncing these names.
Yeah.
Like once you get past those guys, it's more difficult, it's more blurred. So it could be a Cade Mays that you get in the 5th round that becomes a starter that gets a second contract in Detroit. You know,
Yeah.
like so yeah, guys like that, the big guys in the middle. It's not always cut and dry outside of the top elite athletes. With the guys in space, like receivers, you can see them more kind of what they are because they have kind of more, they're not reactive positions as much, you know. guards and centers are more reactive positions, so you only know them relative to what they're being asked to do.
It could literally go in any direction.
Receivers, you can see, like, can they cut or not? Are they fast or not? You know, it's much easier to see on like a glance because they're not as reactive. They're running their route like from the beginning, like in their own volition. So I say all that to say, I think guards and centers are guys that you can get late that are going to be some gems.
Definitely, for sure. I mean, we've seen it. I mean, we've seen Hall of Famers come from those, late rounds, being able to come from those. So, I mean, when you're scouting so many players, like obviously, like you said, like the splash positions, the positions like edge rusher and receiver and quarterback, left tackle, those are positions that are like prominent in the draft that people, top, you know, positions that people are looking at. You want to get those, taken care of. But the linebacker, the running back, the tight ends, you can always get those later in rounds, like gems, like sleeper guys. You put them in the right, systems, they can thrive and really help your team be productive, help your team like go to the next level. So
yeah,
like like the Seahawks, the way they built their team, like they don't have like any guys that's like necessarily like superstars all over their team. They have like a bunch of solid guys like all over their team.
They were such a frustrating team to play too when we played them, because I thought like the Panthers. I think the Panthers played them well. I think the Panthers didn't get enough credit. I know I sound like a homer, but like, but still watching like that tape backwards, it's like, oh, they're so frustrating to play on defense. Like their defense is so frustrating to play against, like where we're not able to do anything we want to do to get the flow moving. Like they'll let us get something and let us get something and let us get something, and it'll be like running into a brick wall. It'll be like stuck, and like you can churn yards, or you can try to go over the top and get popped by Nick Emanwori. like like it's just they had answers to everything, and their defense just was clobbering and suffocating. Suffocating, I think, is the best word.
Yeah, so many guys they can use in different ways, like move them around, use them as blitzers, and
that's why I think Dylan Thieneman would be great for the Panthers, because we can do that. Yeah. We do a lot of two shell and like pretend to do other things before the play starts.
Absolutely,
which would be awesome. Yeah, to get somebody that could do everything.
Oh yeah, definitely. But there's different guys. I think. I mean, this draft. I mean, at the very top is a lot of guys that are like more. It's more like starters in this draft than like superstars or like all pros and like your typical drafts. Yeah, more like starters, guys that can or rotational pieces, guys you can use that'll be like useful in your rotation. You like filling out your rosters. But who are some of the guys you think that like are gonna like be like superstars in this draft? Like who would you say are those guys?
I mean,
or even all pros, like all pros. Let's say all pros, like a superstar is be a different category, but all pros, like would you say is gonna be like all pro?
I'll say this. I'll say the people that are set up to succeed the most based off of their existing traits. I mean, I have to go to like Big Ione. Like a lot of times the athletic like freak guards are the ones that are, the ones that they're gonna be like pro bowlers, like all pro. That's the safe pick. On top of that, I think Carnell Tate is gonna be successful. I don't know what successful means. I think he's gonna have a long NFL career. I don't know at what degree it's going to be. If it's going to be star, superstar, even all pro, if it's going to reach those levels. But I think I'm pretty confident that like if I were to bet on it, like he's going to be somebody that's going to be successful at what he's asked to do, So Ione, Connell Tate. I like Fernando Mendoza. I'm a fan of his. I like his cringe optimism. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm a fan of it. It's just so earnest. It's endearing. Like, but quarterback is a difficult position to, analyze and know. So I'm gonna have to see him play some games to see. I'm rooting for him. But I don't know if he's gonna be, good or not.
Yeah.
Those are three.
Yeah. I think when I think about the guys who could be like all pros, guys that have like this great at their positions, Jeremiah Love, Sonny Styles stand out to me. Those guys are just elite at their
Sonny
positions.
Styles is interesting. Jeremiah Love, I agree, but Sonny Styles could be.
Yeah.
That's a big leap.
Yeah, I think just because everything he does so well at the linebacker position, like
That's true.
he cover. I mean, get sideline to sideline, disruptor in the run game, using as a blitzer, all different types of things. I mean, and he's like a freak athlete too. We've seen it like what he did at the combine, and if he goes to the right spot too, like imagine him going to like the Giants the way John Harbaugh could use him.
That's my
I
thought.
mean, that would just. I mean, he could be used. I mean, like we already seen like the linebackers he's had over the years, like Ray Lewis and Terrell Suggs and guys like that. I mean, these are guys that were all pros at their position,
And especially with the Giants, when you got guys like Brian Burns and Abdul Carter in front of you.
Yeah, exactly. So you're able to even do more and do different things well. Help your team for sure. Like I said, Jeremiah Love is special. I mean, like I said, the way he runs is special, and then his ability to catch out the backfield is special as well. Like I said, I mean, I know you might. Like I think I heard somebody say that the Titans, like we've heard the Titans are like probably might take him at 4, like they actually contemplating taking someone else. I think it was more likely or something like that. But we don't know. I mean, it's always it's so unknown. After the first pick, it's pretty much unknown what any team is going to do. I mean, but see if Gerald Love can get to the Commanders with Washington, and like if he got to play with Jaden Daniels, I mean that would be crazy. I mean, them two in the backfield, I mean that would be insane what they could do.
To fall to 7, that would be crazy.
Like that'd be insane. Like I've even heard like jokes about like Cowboys like trading up to take Jeremiah Love. I'm like that'd be such a Jerry Jones move.
Like, trade the farm. Literally from what 12? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean all the Cowboys fans I know want to trade up and take Sonny Styles. They're like, we need to trade up and take Sonny Styles.
I see that, but like, what would you have to give up? Because you would have to trade up to like 4 or 5. Like,
yeah. I mean, maybe they had to give up 12 and 20. I mean, is it worth that? I don't know. I mean,
I don't know.
Have 3. I think they have 3 first-round picks next year.
If that was it, I would be surprised too. Like, I feel like they would milk it because if they were that desperate to want to trade up and offer that, the other team would get a little bit more because they would be like,
yeah.
And next year's second.
I mean, they have 3 first-round picks next year, the Cowboys. So I mean. Team might be like, oh, let me get one of those ones from next year. For sure.
let me get one of those ones, like Makai Lemon.
For sure. And I think, I think a wild card for someone that could be an All-Pro superstar, like if he actually reached his potential, Arvin Reese. Like, I think if he reached his potential, I mean, he could be someone.
Carter.
Yeah.
Like he is a linebacker turn edge rusher, and he's just now reaching his potential. But now the league has learned, so they're not letting him fall to 11 like he did with the Cowboys.
Yeah. So, but I'm about to say he's definitely a wild card when it comes to somebody that could be like an all-pro type of player. I think that if he reached his potential and went to the right system, like he could definitely like thrive and get to that level. I think.
Yeah.
I wish Jordan Tyson. We knew more about Jordan Tyson because I would definitely say him too. Because I mean, if it wasn't for the injuries, I think he could definitely be in that category for sure.
Who does he remind you of? Do you have any? I have a comparison in my head that I'm like, I can't unsee it now. Somebody said it on a video I watched, and I was like, "That's literally him."
I've heard like Stephon Diggs.
Stephon Diggs.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
exactly
like
the one.
like
That's the one.
yeah, yeah,
No,
yeah,
literally exactly who I was thinking, because he is such a Stephon Diggs, like the way he moves, the fluidity, like the quickness, the snatch. He's not like the most athletic or the craziest athlete, but he's just
not like the fastest, but he just gets open.
so fluid and continues to
Mm-hmm.
get open
Yeah,
and just it continues to move with fluidity after the catch. Like,
absolutely.
yeah, that's hilarious. That's exactly who I was thinking of.
Yeah, yeah. I also heard like somebody say like Justin Jefferson too.
Yeah,
Because
he's smooth. Yeah, exactly. Justin Jefferson is honestly, he's more physically talented than Stephon Diggs is after the injury, because
right.
he was a stud in college and then he had a big injury and he had to learn how to become the receiver that he became. But Justin Jefferson is more athletically gifted, but
Mm-hmm.
moves the exact same way with that fluidity. That's what I like about Teteroa McMillan as well. I feel like he moves in that similar fashion.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And we have Jalen Coker. It's not a part of the conversation, but I just wanted to. Yeah, it's always a good time to plant the Jalen Coker flag.
Oh yeah, for sure. Um, yeah, those are definitely guys I think about when it comes to that conversation.
Yeah,
Um, it's interesting to think about like the cornerback position in this draft. Like after Mansour Delane, like who do you think is the
boy.
yeah after? Because everybody was saying that Jamont McCoy is probably the second best cornerback, but who do you think is after him? Like who's in that next group? You thinking like
Um,
Colton Hood, like
I've been.
Chris
Yeah,
Johnson?
I was just gonna say Chris Johnson. That's right. I was saying the next couple of the guys that I would think of were, I was going to highlight specifically Chris Johnson because I like his style. I like
Hmm.
he's a scrappy, like kind of do like he just gets the dirty work done. I heard
Oh yeah.
somebody say Mike Sanderstill from Michigan that went to
Mm.
the Commanders,
Hmm.
like just able to be scrappy and get the job done kind of vibe. I like him. Colton Hood, a lot of people are high on. I haven't watched tape on him, but I know people are high on him. So
Yeah.
I'm excited to see where he goes, because cornerback is such an interesting position. It's not always the most athletic person wins, you know?
Yeah. Definitely. You see certain guys that are better that can be good athletes but may not be able to play the position just because of how much you know. I mean, it's more of like a
I
thinking
was going
type
to
of
say the
position,
mental
like
aspect of the
mental
game is
aspect. Yeah.
second only to maybe quarterback kicker, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you saw what homeboy Jair Alexander wrote
Hmm.
on. He wrote a post about, you know, the last year or so I've been struggling because I lost my confidence, and
Mm.
I don't believe in the player that I am today. Like I don't believe it in the same way that the player that I was yesterday. And so for him to be that earnest and honest, to see
Yeah.
a quarterback's like psyche, I'm like, oh dang, that's rough.
Insane.
That's,
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it's a little bit of CTE too. I don't know. No, I'm just messing. but but seriously though, like to be a cornerback in the NFL is very difficult. I don't minimize it. I was just making a joke about the CTE thing. Like that's, to be like on that stage and to like lose confidence, especially if your body's like injured, you know, that's tough.
Yeah. Definitely. It's definitely like I said, one of the more difficult positions in the NFL for sure, or in football for sure. So I mean, and then this one it isn't like as deep as you would think it is. Like it's like some like I heard more about the safeties this year more than like good corners. Like I heard like people say there's like more good safeties than like corners this year. So that's
I
very
mean,
interesting to think
Caleb Downs, Dylan Thieneman, Emmanuel McNair Warren,
Yeah.
Halsey from LSU.
Yeah. What's that dude's name?
Starks.
Traydon. Yeah.
Yep.
Start. Yeah. Um. Yeah. There's some guys out there for sure. But I'm looking at it like this. Like this is gonna be a good draft. I think that when you see like once you get
Yes.
to the second and third round, you're gonna see like what teams really think of certain players because it can go either way. Like think about it. Like I've seen mocks where Malachi Lawrence is going like at 20, and then and I've seen him like go to like 50. You know. in
I
mock
know.
drafts.
It's crazy. That's why I'm excited for the draft because I don't know where these players are going to go.
Same thing with like Cash's House. Same thing with Zion Young.
Whoa! On our mock draft, I was thinking, you know what? Let me just pull the trigger on Cassius Howell, and I was kind of thinking, like maybe tongue in cheek. I think he might actually go in the first round. Like,
Possible. I mean, really at that point, it's coming like, who are you highest on? Like watching the tape because some people might not be as high on like on Kendrick Falk. Like I see people high on Kendrick Falk,
yeah,
somebody
bro.
not high on them. You know, it's just like, hey, it's people's preference at some point. You know, like what do the scouts see? You know, when they're watching film, like how do they fit? Like at that point, it might be how do they fit in the system? You know,
Yeah.
their specific system. You know, maybe they see a trait that we don't see. You know, watching it. You know what I'm saying from what we've seen and what others seen. Like it's interesting.
I mean, especially with players like when you're in the back end safeties, corners, nickels kind of thing. It's more what do you see in their instincts and their traits rather than the production itself, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
'Cause it's difficult it's way easier to get like receivers and running backs, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's more obvious what they're good at.
Yeah.
When it comes to safety and corners, I think I do like the ball hawks more than anything. Like just
Oh, they're
because-
definitely more fun. But then you get it was your Colt. What's homeboy's name? Oh my gosh, from Ohio State like 10 years ago, where I was maybe not 10. maybe
what's that boy name? Was it Malik Hooker?
Yep,
Is that it?
Malik Hooker.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
See, that's what people are like, though, the ball hawk, Malik Hooker. And he's a
Yeah.
first round pick. And I actually thought he was going to be a stud. And
Me
then
too.
he's just out of the league. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes it doesn't work out that way.
Yeah. But
'Cause like you said, the mental side is so much.
yeah, that's a big part.
So
of
much
it.
more important. Yeah.
For those positions, especially.
Yeah. Because you can't go for the interception or at every time because
It's like playing
receivers are so
basketball,
much smarter. Yeah.
It's like playing basketball. Like I'm learning more about the NBA over the last few years, and it's like the guys that can just pull up and shoot and score 50 a game aren't necessarily the best players. The best players are facilitators that can shoot but also make other people better, you know?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Using that gravity to help out.
Yep.
Yeah. It definitely like I said, I like what I'm seeing for sure. Were there any other players that stood out that you might want the Panthers to draft late in these rounds, or have you
I mentioned
like a mock that you like that you see? Like, man, maybe we could get that guy that will work out.
I mentioned Oscar Delp. I really like him. Late in the draft, I would want to get him maybe in the third round. Max Yanashore, if he falls into the second round, I would love to get him. I don't know if I would love him at 19 or even in the first round at all. Like, it's a little rich. It's good for the athleticism and the size, and the project that he seems he could be. Like, you see the upside, but like, it's a lot easier to imagine the upside than it is to actually like follow through and see it happen. You know. On top of that, let's see, receiver. I don't know if I would want to get a receiver in this room unless it's in the first round. That's why I want to get a first round receiver, because if we don't get a receiver in the first round, we're not going to fill up our receiver room with just another guy. Like, what we need is a difference maker, like Casey Concepcion. like a difference maker that we can have T-Mac and Jalen Coker, and then
So there's no one you're really high on, like in the later rounds that you heard. Not really.
that I would want in the later rounds. No, because of the construct of our room.
Mm-hmm.
So no at receiver, maybe tight end, Oscar Delp, maybe got Kelp from or not Kelp, Kloss. You know what I'm talking about? The Ohio State.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I know you did. Tight end I mentioned.
Yep.
Max Claire. Yeah, Max Claire.
Claire. That's right. And Eli Stowers would be another guy that I would like. I wouldn't be mad with him because he would be essentially a big slot receiver, but able to at least line up in tight end positions.
Right.
And we still have Tommy Tremble and whatnot. So receiver, tight end, running back, I think we should let that room sit just because Jonathan Brooks, I think, is going to be healthy and good, and Chuba, and then maybe we'll see what we can get from AJ Dillon. I guess we'll see. O-line, I think we're good. Defensive line, we're talking about the linebackers, Jake Galladay. No, I honestly, there's no players that I specifically past like round 2 that I would want to target. I would just want to go best player available, just because I feel like it wouldn't be some wouldn't be upgrades, which is a way better position than we were a couple years ago. A couple years ago, a 5th round receiver would be an upgrade over, like what we have.
Yeah, definitely. I'm thinking about the Colts and what they can do in these later rounds. Like the more I think about, I think we have more needs, obviously, because y'all knocked out y'all needs out
of free agency.
Yeah, like I think we did do a good job. Like interior defensive lineman, we might be set at that for sure. We could use another running back, I think, and I think we can get one. I see somebody mock us like Mike Washington or somebody like that. I wouldn't be mad at that, like in the later round. As far as I think tight end, of course, we said Tyler Warren. And receiver, like I said, a big body receiver, someone that's like a big, faster receiver, someone that's like, quick, you get in the ball quick, and you can.
Georgia State boy.
Yeah, but like that's like physical, also physical, like too, like that's why I talk about Jeremy Bernard, like how physical he is when he's running. Like, but he's also.
Would you like Omar Cooper Jr.? I mean, I don't know if he would be there close, but would you want that?
I mean, I wouldn't be mad at it for sure. I'm trying to think if I wouldn't be mad at that. I'm trying to think if he's someone that is. I don't know if he's someone that can hit. Is a home run hitter at all times, though. But he's definitely someone that can get.
I mean, Jeremy Bernard isn't either, but Jeremy Bernard is definitely like incredibly consistent. So I wouldn't be mad with him.
Yeah. I remember talking about Zachariah Bryce in the past, but the rest thing got it. I don't know what he's gonna get when he's gonna get drafted, if he gets drafted. I mean, if he's there like in the 6th or 7th round, like maybe. I mean, he's taking.
I'm so curious. That's why I'm curious about the draft, because I want to see who falls. Like, who's going to be available in this? There's always somebody like Shador last year, like was available in the 5th round, which is wild. Like,
it's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Do you think a quarterback gets taken in the 2nd round after Fernando Mendoza?
Yeah, Ty Simpson. I think Ty Simpson's going to get taken earlier than later, just because you see results with the guys like Tyler Shuck and Jackson Dart. There's going to be a team, probably like the Pittsburgh Steelers, that wants.
Steelers for sure. I've heard people say the Cardinals might take him in the 2nd round.
How I can see
We'll
it.
see. We'll see. I don't think the Jets are gonna take a quarterback. I mean, they got Gino. I mean, let's just run it like him to learn from Gino.
They're dark horse too, but yeah, it's less likely to be them than the first two teams.
Yeah. Yes. So that should be interesting as well. See you. I mean, who goes second in the quarterback race? Um. But yeah, there's so many different storylines. I think, and it's a lot of teams that need to get better too. Like in the draft. Like, I mean, we had so many teams last year that were surprises that were in the playoffs. I mean, we all thought that the Chiefs and the Ravens and the Bengals, well, that maybe not the Bengals just because we seen their defense how bad their defense is.
I mean, the Chiefs too.
The Chiefs and Ravens, we knew I mean, we just thought they was gonna be in the playoffs no matter what. We just like, oh man, go ahead and pencil them in. They both missed the playoffs, so it's like,
Which is wild. I did not see that coming at all. It just shows that the NFL is such a sliver league. Like you win and lose in the margins, you know?
definitely, definitely, and it's like one injury could derail your whole season like that. It could be gone just like that. And if you like some teams just try to get over because they have superstar players, like they can cover for like their weaknesses, like you know they're like Patrick Mahomes. You don't need like great receivers or offense. Doesn't matter. The offensive line isn't great anymore. We can just
Right.
get over and still go. Do what we need to do. But you see, like man, offensive line matters.
Yeah.
You need good receivers. So
Yeah.
it's like
And you see how they're adapting to the Chiefs. Like
yeah,
the league like almost changed the way they play defense, and it's
oh
so
yeah.
much more zone heavy now. Like,
Mhm.
it's
That's who I
funny
say.
how they
Yeah.
changed it just to
Mhm.
prevent like them from going off over the top, and
Yeah.
now everybody's doing that, and we're getting kind of more into more physical game.
I feel like it's more like physical, more complex defenses. So
Yeah.
offenses aren't able to like come to the line of scrimmage and like man, all right, we know what they're gonna do. We can do this. Like once the ball is snapped, they change to something totally different that they didn't think they was in. I was like, oh,
That's
we
why
thought
it's
they
so
was in cover
important.
two, but they're actually like
That's why it's so
cover.
important that Vic Fangio defense. Like, it's so important. Why I like when people are saying fire Ishiro Evero, I'm like, you don't even understand. Like, he is constructing a defense that he doesn't have all the puzzle pieces for,
Yeah,
like, so he's just like throwing scraps together. But like you see, as you get more pieces, the idea to have a defense that you can't tell what's going to go on pre-snap, like, and to be able to have all of those guys that can do everything and be multifaceted, like Jalen
exactly.
Phillips, like Nick Scorton, and then Trevor Moreg, who's a linebacker and also a safety and can play coverage. Like, dude, it's just he needs all the pieces to be able to do it. And you saw glimpses of it, but we're really about to see. Now that we have Devin Lloyd and Jalen Phillips and Derek Brown healthy and JC Horn healthy and Trevor Morrig and Nick Scorton and whoever we draft, like, bro, we are about to go hard.
Mike Jackson, yeah, man.
Mike Jet. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, exactly. And the crazy thing about people that always trying to fire guys, I'm like, the defense has gotten better every year though, so I don't understand that necessarily. Like they went,
People just want to fire people. They have
yeah,
no idea what's going on. It reminds me of my mom when she would watch the Giants. she would be on like a Sunday morning, like, or afternoon, like, be like, "Oh, he dropped the ball. Fire him! Like, Mommy, fire him. You don't have any other receiver." She's funny.
Oh man. Speaking of the Giants, someone else that Jordan Tyson was compared to, it was Odell Beckham. Like I thought that was interesting.
Odell Beckham. I hadn't heard that comparison.
Yeah, like somebody compared him to that. That's all.
Well,
Interesting.
I can see the fluidity, but definitely not the explosion.
Yeah. Yeah, when you said the Giants, that reminded me of that. Like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Definitely. Yeah, man. Man, the draft is gonna be interesting. We can't wait to the draft and be able to see what's going on, man.
Dude, it's
And
gonna be awesome.
it's only a couple of days away,
I
and there's
know.
so many different things. So I know.
I said my birthday. I got a
Oh
birthday.
yeah, you get the draft
Literally,
is on
my
your birthday.
favorite thing is the draft. Like, it's honestly my favorite day of the year. Like,
Yeah, I mean, the perfect gift, Casey
that's what I'm
Concepcion, I'm
saying,
sure.
bro. I'm telling you. Come on, Panthers. Make it happen.
Nah, yeah.
But honestly, I don't even want a specific player. I do want Casey Concepcion. But what I want is the best outcome for the
Hmm.
Panthers. Like, I don't even want it to be a specific person because I didn't want Brandon Miller. I didn't want Teteroa McMillan at the time. I
Yeah.
grew to like them afterwards. But, like, I don't want to, like, like peg a specific this has to happen. I just want the Panthers to know what they're doing and it to work out.
I ain't gonna lie to you. You and I think differently in this. if,
Who's your
if we don't pick a linebacker or edge rusher or receiver, and we pick like a offensive lineman. I'm like, oh, what are we doing? What are we doing? You
oh.
know, I don't want an offensive lineman at 47. I'm sorry, I don't want one. I don't want one. I'm telling you. If we pick an offensive lineman, like, what are we doing? We need linebacker. We need an edge rusher. We need a receiver. What are we doing? We're good. I mean, we can pick an offensive lineman
I mean,
later. We
at
don't
least
need.
Galladay is going to be there by 47, maybe.
Yeah, I'm cool with. Like I said, I'm cool with a linebacker. I'm cool with an edge rusher. I'm cool with a receiver. But if we pick an offensive lineman, I'm be mad. I'm like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Only way I can accept
I
the
don't know if
offensive
edge
lineman.
rushers are going to be there. Maybe
Yeah, I
Armin
mean,
Thomas.
yeah, but one of those three positions, they can get somebody one of those three. I'm sure. Only way I can accept it if we trade back. If we trade back, I'm like, oh, maybe we got another pick that's coming. I'm like, okay, maybe we're gonna do it this way. But if we don't do that, I'm be mad. I'm like, man, what are we doing? We waited all the way to 47, second round pick. We gotta knock these positions out the park. Who's gonna be playing linebacker? Me and John gonna be playing linebacker for the Colts next
Right?
year. As far as I'm concerned, like, like who's playing linebacker for us? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man, what are we doing? Make the right picks. Make the right picks. But it's gonna be. I'm interested. I'm really excited. Friday. I'm really intrigued. I mean, I'm gonna enjoy Thursday too because I'm very interested to see
Oh,
what
yeah.
happens in the first round. But Friday, I'm be locked in, loaded.
Well, I mean, is there a chance that you trade up into the first? What do you think?
I'm trying to figure out what we're gonna trade.
Yeah, what assets do you have?
Unless we train a player.
Yeah, or like next year's
I guess. I guess. I mean, do the teams in the first round want Kenny Moore? I mean, Kenny Moore's on the trade block. Do they want Kenny Moore?
Latu.
Oh, we can't trade Latu yet. We haven't seen it in fruition
Well, I
yet.
mean, we're talking about you can't trade him for his market value right now. But if first round pick,
Yeah. I don't know if there's anybody.
that would do that. No.
Yeah, worth doing that for. Yeah, but like I said, I'm excited about it. It's gonna be interesting. Was there any other prospects you had that you want to talk about, or you think we pretty much covered
Well,
everything?
Emmanuel McNeil Warren too. I think we just
Ooh.
give a shout out to him. We talked about other safeties like Caleb Downs and Dylan Thieneman, but Emmanuel McNeil Warren is somebody that is the perfect box safety. Like, very instinctive, gets down and dirty, willing to get in the dirt play after play after play. You don't want to meet him in the box. Like, the only bad thing about him is he sometimes doesn't take the best angles at like hitting the ball carrier. So he could be somebody that's a little maybe angularly stiff, but if you're going like straight line, oh my gosh, he's gonna lay the thunder on you. And he's not horrible at coverage either. He's somebody that can pick up flats and is physical. He's just scrappy and physical as a safety. so he has the strength of a linebacker. It's not like, Avion Terrell, where he's like scrappy, but he's like 5'8", like,
like a small, very small
yeah,
guy.
this is somebody that has strength and girth and is scrappy at the same time. Like, you don't want to meet
Mm.
this guy in the box. So I think he would be a great. I don't know if I would take him at 19. Maybe if we did, I would learn to love him. But if I could get him at like 29 to 34, that would be awesome.
Oh yeah, he's probably in that range for sure.
Yeah.
Like I said, another prospect that you don't know where he's gonna go. Like I said, there's so many prospects. Once you get to like like the 20s, anything can happen at that point. Like as far as like who we're gonna pick, like it could be some dudes you have graded lower, like getting in those rounds. You saw
Blake
like
Miller out of Clemson, that's around that, 20s, late 20s.
depending on what teams need, they could go and reach a little bit for that position because it's
Not,
gonna like
not the Colts, though. No line for the Colts.
oh no, not for the Colts, not right now, not right now, not right now. Maybe later in the draft, but not at 47, not at
Yeah.
47 for sure. Man, we're excited about this draft that's coming up. It's gonna be great. We'll definitely be back next week, giving all our thoughts and analysis and what we think is gonna happen, how we feeling. Hopefully, great vibes all
I know,
around.
right? I hope the next time we talk, everything is capiche.
on the up and up for
On the up
sure.
and up. Yeah, kosher.
Man, but as we say, as we always get out of here, go Panthers, go Colts, go Hornets. I
That's
have a great week.
And you know what? The Hornets do have a draft lottery pick, so all is still well. We didn't talk about what happened, but everything's still kosher with that too.
Hopefully, they have a Dallas Mavericks moment. Getting all the way up to the.
We have a 0.5% chance. That's 1 in 200. That's not astronomical odds.
Hey, anything can happen at this point.
That's true. All right.
All right, y'all have a good one.